New Year's resolutions. Now, when it comes to the end of the year, as you can see by the Christmas tree, you start to reflect on the year that's just gone by. And one of the things that people start to do based on those reflections is set goals for the year ahead. Those typically come in the form of New Year's resolutions and might be something along the lines of, I'm going to get six-pack abs, I'm going to find a potential spouse. But one of the things I've found is the New Year's resolutions, especially for me, can be a little bit more abstract, or when I've made them more achievable, get achieved straight away and then end up with me twiddling my thumbs. If you don't know who I am, my name is Tom Blakemore. I'm a primary school teacher in Dubai, and for the last couple of years or so, I've chose something different for my resolution. There was this topic online, and I forget where I found it from, but One Word 365 is a great starting place. Basically, you choose one word for 365 days of the year. So basically, you choose a word as a theme for the year ahead. The way that's better is because you can then set micro goals and targets towards that specific topic, that word that you choose. Now, for me personally, with traditional New Year's resolutions, I find it quite challenging. In the past, I've set things like, I want to get six-pack abs, and then not really known what to do based on that. And of course, you've got things like SMART that can help you with making things a little bit more attainable. But when I've tried to make those goals more attainable, more smart, if you like, I've achieved them, which is great, but then ended up twiddling my thumbs and not really known what to do for the rest of the year. Take this as an example. I went into 2018 with a goal that I wanted to stack the boxes, the plyometric boxes at my gym. Came up to my nose, but I did a little bit of training, lots of leg work, and within 3 weeks I'd achieved that goal. Don't get me wrong, it was impressive for a little short guy like myself to jump that much in terms of plyometric boxes, but then once I've reached that goal, because our human psychology tells us that we need to achieve more, that's, you know, chin paradox, that's where that theory has come from, is we always try and seek a better goal, something more. Because of that, I wasn't really sure where to go, and I didn't know what to fall back on. So when I stumbled upon this one word challenge, it was a lot more attainable. So let me talk to you about some of the words that I picked in the past and perhaps this year too. So 2018 was a bit of a miss year, didn't really do anything in terms of targets. So 2019, the word was flourish. I'd recently moved out to Dubai and I was ready to flourish, if you like. I was ready to try and excel, exceed in some way. And yeah, it was quite straightforward, but I was like, yeah, I'm going to flourish. And we'll get on to why one word can be a bit of a challenge in a bit too. When you pick one word, you need to pick micro goals, because what I found when I picked the next word in 2020, which was triumph, Teachtraveltriumph, creative, I know, I found that it was quite challenging for me to think of what was the point. COVID had just started to come in that 2020 period, and I knew that I wanted to try and triumph over that. One of the things that I did start to do is to set a target of being more consistent with YouTube uploads. It was the first year that I think I took YouTube seriously and uploaded frequently, not just once, but if you accumulate all the videos together, I managed 2 videos per week. I've not managed that this year because things are much busier in school. I think being at home helped with the process of creating lots of videos. But I managed it because I knew that I wanted to triumph over this challenge that the world was facing. And as a result of that, what I found is that I did triumph as a channel, and I went from 3,000 to 30,000 subscribers plus by the end of the year, and I reached my first 1 million views and all those really cool things too. So that was the first year where I was like, this word thing's got something going for it. That brings me on to this year, 2021. The word has been organised. If you meet me, you'll know that, especially with things like this YouTube channel, I'm not the most organised. As things grow, I end up spinning more plates, and I'm not very good at keeping plates spinning. So organisation has been one of the key things that I found to be helpful this year as a theme. So one of the organisational systems that I set up was having a target to work towards. If I had a project that I wanted to do, I knew that I needed to break that down into a monthly goal, and then from there break it down into a weekly goal. That was really good, a really good system that I developed for my organisation. And as a result of those organisational systems, I do believe that was one of the only reasons why I managed to create the 2 guides that are now available on my website. So yeah, I built a website as well, which was really cool. So what I found is through that organisation word, I've been able to manage my time a lot more efficiently, which has allowed me to then break out and do more projects. Is that the best way to just stay organised? I don't know, by taking on more. But yeah, making my time more efficient, more streamlined, means that I can bring on and take on more challenges, which is something that perhaps I wasn't able to do so much of in the previous year because I had things kind of all over the place. The world was all over the place the year before. Another thing that I managed to do is think about actual productivity systems. So you've got things like time blocking, some phone hacks that have really helped me with productivity and staying organised. And then you've also got other strategies such as I call it the 2-minute rule, some people call it the 3 or 4-minute rule, where you just get something done nice. So there's all sorts of different organisational strategies and systems that I've managed to bring in this year as part of the word organised, which then brings me on to the next year and perhaps something for you to think about. Next year, I want to start collaborating more with other people. As I said before, I'm bringing on lots of different things, and lots of different things are going on at the moment, such as the website, the blogs, you've got videos, you've got short videos such as Reels and TikToks, and you've got all sorts of different things going on with the website too. So I'm going to need to collaborate with other people to support me with the development of those different things. So collaborate is my word, and as a result of that I need smaller targets to be able to do those things. So one of the things is work with other people to support the content that I'm trying to create. The other thing I want to do is try and work with other people and collaborate with other people around the world to try and help with sharing stories from other people around the world. And then I also want to collaborate with more companies because I believe there's lots of amazing, exciting products that I want to share with you and that can really support me monetarily with the systems such as the website that I'm trying to build up free so that you guys have more content available freely. That's my word. I want to know what your word is. Try not to think too much about that. It's a bit of a tip for you. If you have something in your heart that you think, I think, that's something I need to work on, whether it's love, whether it's, triumph, whether it's flourish. It could also be something like now, getting things done now rather than putting things off. Could probably be one of my words. I'm going to put a picture on for the next 5 seconds, and I want you to just look at that picture and think of a word and see if you can see a word within that picture that you could perhaps work on towards that year. From there, what I need you to do is to really think about what that word means, what the word means as a dictionary definition, what it means to you, and why it's important to you. From there, then you can start to break down your micro goals, and then that's going to really help you in terms of thinking about what you're going to do next year. And when you achieve those goals, great. Then think of a new goal based on the word that you've chosen. Something that's really helped me, guys, and I'm hoping that it will help you too. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like it, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what your word for 2022 is. All the best. See you in the next one. Until then.